Hi, it's Donna, and I am so excited to share with you today a card that I'm going to do. It's going to be a fold card, and I wanted to show you some of the products that I'm going to use because it's new stuff, and I'm so excited. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this first product, but it is the embossed on white designer series paper. There's one that has, and there's white ones. And this one has like raindrop looking things and polka dots and straight lines and diagonal lines and triangle. And it even has one that looks like wood. And those are all in white. And then the same thing, we have it in colors. And so this one is polka dots, and the same thing with raindrops and triangles and straight lines and the wood kind again, and black diagonals. So I'm going to use one of the white ones, and it is called let me look at the name of it, Color Me Irresistible. And I'm going to use a piece of the one with raindrops, and I didn't realize it was raindrops until I started coloring over it, and so that made my card look a little bit different than what I had planned, but it's okay. So what I'm going to be using is Soft Sky and our brayer. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your brayer, and do you see how there's lines on there? So what you're going to do is you're just going to go up and down, roll across, lift up, roll across, lift up, roll across. And you want to do that all over so you get nice, good coverage. So then here's my little piece of cardstock, or designer series paper, and you're going to start off and roll off. Start off and roll off. Okay, and now I'm going to add some more, doing the same thing. Pick it up, roll it, pick it up. And I'm going to start at the top this time because evidently my roller doesn't cover it, but that's okay because we can cover up those lines. So now I'm going to turn it, I'm going to go the other way. Okay, so see how we're covering that up here? And I just love how this looks. I just think it's so pretty. So then I'm going to go even diagonally because I want to make sure I get rid of those lines. Okay, all right, so I'm done with that. And the way to clean this is you can go in your kitchen and run the water on it and then dry it off with a paper towel. That's what I'm going to do later. So then you're going to take a napkin or a Kleenex or a paper towel, whatever it is you have in your room. And I'm just going to rub it, whoops, and see how that white pops off when you wipe off that color. I just think this is the coolest technique. Okay, so now that's done. We're going to let that dry just a little bit. So now what we're going to do, you can either measure it, you can either measure the card and score it at, let's see, this is 5.5 and 2 3/4. You can do it either way, either that way, or what I like to do, and I feel like it's easier and quicker, just fold it in half, line it up, fold it in half, use your bone folder, and you're going to want to use your bone folder really well with this because you're folding against the grain, and that makes it a little bit harder to fold. So, and then after you've done that, you're going to fold it back on one side again. And again, you're going to use your bone folder and make it look really good. Okay, so we've got those two pieces made. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take the flower from You've Got This. It comes in 2 boxes, and I can't wait to show you how this looks. This is such a cool stamp set. I really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, And we kind of want to do this a little bit quickly because it tends to dry quick, and I want to give some shadowing to the card. So what I'm going to do is, remember, you're going to start with the lightest color, and right now I'm using, I believe this is Hello Honey. Yep, Hello Honey. Hello, my darling. I don't know why that made me think of that. Hello, my ragtime now. Okay, and so enough singing. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Blackberry Bliss. Hey, I said it right the first time that time. Okay, so we're going to just color on here like so. And you notice as I'm coloring, I'm using the edge of my paintbrush, because if you use it like this, you're going to bend your point, and when you need the point, it won't be there, and you'll be very disappointed. Okay? So you just want to be careful and use it on the side. You notice how I'm holding it, just kind of like this. Get finished doing that. This whole stamp, you're going to want to, now let's see, is that, that's part of the flower. Okay. Again, I'm holding it sideways so I get the large part of the brush and I don't bend up my point. This paper is cut at, let me look here, 3.5 square. So now you're going to, I call it huffing on it. Kind of remoistens it. And I want to push it onto, or stamp it onto the side of the card stock, because I'm going to put my words over here. Okay, so now I'm going to take my blender pen, wrong side, and I'm going to, wherever I think there's a shadow, just a little bit. See, this is why you need to hurry, because, I mean, not hurry, but don't dilly-dally, because you want to be able to add the shading of the flower to kind of give it a three-dimension look. Oh, no, right here. And here. And see, you don't have to be super quick, but just quick enough. Remember what you do to clean off your blender pen. So now I'm going to add a little bit more of the yellow in there, just kind of give it, make it stand out a little. And I'm going to color up the branch. Okay, so what do you think of that? Isn't that cool? Okay, so on the outside here, I'm going to put, you've got this. Okay, I'm going to try to line it up like I did on the other one. Almost perfect. And I forgot to get my inside sheet, so let's do that now. And this part says, good things are going to happen. Oh, it's crooked. We're going to try again. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so let's assemble the card. Put this away. Put this out of my way. Okay, So now I'm going to use my Fast Fuse. Remember, it's my new favorite adhesive. I believe I have a video out that talks about it. And the way I cut it, I was going to do my card like this. Nope. I was going to do my card like this, but when I noticed that the raindrops, it was raindrops, it kind of looked funny that way. So I will do it like this, and so our card's going to open like that. Like that. Okay. And now I'm going to take this card. Oh, I just love how that turned out. That is so pretty. Okay. So then this one is 3 3/4 square, because this is 3 1/2 square, so I added so that it would have a border. So I added 1/4 inch. Now you want to make sure that when you add tape or your adhesive that you know about where you want to, because if you tape it down here, it's going to close your card. So I'm just going to tape at the front or at the top. And remember where it is, so you line it up. So it's about at the flowers. So this is how I'm going to put it on. Okay. Now I want to put this in, and the reason I made it a little bit bigger was because that way you could sign it at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put it in like about right there. I guess a way you could line it up like this, so that you know that it's inside the top of it and it won't show through. So just do it like that. And it would also help if you did it right side up, right? Oh, goodness. Okay, remember how we did it that one day when I told you how to take... Okay, I'm just really messing this card up. We're going to start over again. I'm going to take this off. See, even I make mistakes. Especially I make mistakes, you know. So let's get this fixed here real quick. Okay, one more. Got it. Okay, now let's put it on here so it's right side up. And you probably saw that and was going, da-da. All right. Now, how can we fix this? I will show you how. So I took the flower out of our itty bitty punch pack with another piece of the Blackberry Bliss and a glue dot. And I'm going to get one of my, let's see. Okay. 99% of the time you can fix your boo-boos. So I'm going to take one of these middle-sized rhinestones. The little glue dot came off, so I had to put it back on. And there you go. See how we fixed that? And you just sign your name right here. Or your little, you know, whatever you're going to put on there. So there you go. Right? Okay. So I hope you had fun learning this card. And thanks for stopping by, and happy creating.